So this is a step up onto a chair if you're doing this exercise from home. So you can use a weight if you have one in front of you, or you can hold on to a jug of water or a book, anything that has some weight. You can also omit the weight completely with this, and depending on the height of your chair, that might be hard enough. So you're going to bring your whole foot up to the chair. Make sure that your heel is not hanging off the edge. You're really driving, pushing through the heel, driving with the glute, lifting one knee up high, and then nice and slow coming back down. Lift one knee up high, nice and slow to lower. We're just going to do a regular push-up. So you're coming down into a plank position. When you do a push-up, you want to make sure that your elbows are not hyperextended when you straighten, so slight bend in the elbows even at the end, and that when you come down, your elbows are at about a 45-degree angle, so you don't want them to flare too far out to the side. They stay at about 45 degrees as you lower the chest. You also want to make sure that your back doesn't arch at all, or that you're not starting here with your hips up towards the sky. So neutral spine, coming down, and then back up. Setting up for a reverse chop here, you're going to bring the band on the floor, stepping on the band so that it comes to the outside of the right foot. Bring the left leg back into a deep lunge and hover the left knee above the ground. You're holding the band in both hands on the inside of that right knee, making sure the right knee doesn't buckle into the middle at all. So the legs stay as they are, and you're bringing the band up and over, almost towards that left shoulder, but keeping your right arm completely straight. Your left arm is going to bend slightly. So it's a little bit of a twist here. And you should really feel this as a total body exercise. So you should definitely feel it in the core. You're going to feel it a bit in the arms and also in the legs with the hold. So this is the wide-legged goblet squat. You can use anything from a jug of water, carton of milk, or a book, or a weight if you have one. Your toes are pointing straight out towards the side, so they're flared out a bit. And you're coming in, you're bending the knees deeply, so it's like a sumo squat, and then pulling with the inner thighs to come straight back up. So bending the knees deeply, pull with the inner thighs. So this exercise is a plank with a twist. So you're simply going to come down to a plank position, holding firmly here, pressing through your hands, spreading the shoulder blades apart. As you keep your hips level, you're going to bring one knee to the opposite elbow and then back. Other knee to the opposite elbow and back. Making sure your elbows don't flare out to the side. You don't want to hyperextend your elbows. And you also don't want to let one hip drop, okay? So as much as you can, you're trying to keep your hips square. So here we're just setting up for a bicep curl with the band. You're going to take the band, loop it around your foot, place it on the ground, wrap the band tightly around both hands, palms face up, and you're just curling in, keeping your elbows by your side as you pull your hands towards your shoulders. You always want to remember to control the motion outward. So nice and slow up, but then also nice and slow down. We're setting up for a reverse lunge here with a goblet hold on a weight. So you don't have to use a weight. You can also use a jug of water, a jug of milk, a book, anything that has some density to it. You're going to hold it right out in front of you. Step back with one knee, hover it above the ground, and then press back up, driving that knee up high. So hover, press back up. Good. You're really pressing to straighten out the hip. So a lot of this strength is coming from the glute. So we'll do bent over rows. You're going to loop the band around your foot. So you're bending at the knees in this split stance position. Your back is going to stay flat, and you're pulling the elbows in towards your side and then releasing straight. Thumbs are pointed straight out in front of you. And as you pull in, you're squeezing the shoulder blades down and back, keeping your shoulders away from your ears. This exercise is a Romanian lunge, so you can go ahead and put one foot up on a chair, the other foot straight out in front of you. You can hold a weight in front of you in this goblet position, or you can hold it straight in front of you here. and you're bending your front knee to lower the back knee towards the floor and then lift back up. That back knee is never going to quite touch the floor, and that's okay. We're setting up for a Pavlov press using the band. So you're going to loop the band either around a doorknob, or you can also make a knot in the band and close it into the door, but just make sure that the door is secure and it's not going to fly back at you. And then from here, you're grabbing onto the band with both hands, taking a couple steps away. You can either just bend the knees, draw the navel towards the spine, engage the core in this position, or you can come into a split stance position, stepping the foot that's closest to the band back. And then keeping the core engaged, you're pressing out, hold 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, bring it back in. Press out, hold 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, press back. So we're coming into a bird dog here, and you're gonna create a loop in the band if it doesn't already have its own loop. And you're gonna wrap that around your left foot. Now you're bringing the band inside both legs. Your hands are planted on the ground to start. You're holding on to the band in the right hand as it's looped around your left leg, your left foot. And then you're pressing the foot straight back as you reach the right arm out. Then come into the middle, tap the knee to elbow, and push straight back out. Tap knee to elbow, straight back out. This is a core exercise. So you really want to make sure that your navel is pressing towards the spine, keeping the core engaged. You can point the toes straight down towards the floor. You'll feel it in the glute a little bit as well. Now, if this is too easy, you can take it a step further, coming into a full plank and reaching opposite in and out. You can also, to be somewhere in between, do it without the band. To a side lunge with an overhead press. And again, you can use anything for a weight, including water bottles, a carton of milk, a book, anything you have. You're going to step to the side, and then as you come up to the middle, you're pressing the weight overhead. Step to the side, press the weight overhead. You're coming to a lunge position, weight overhead, press the hips back, weight overhead. Good. Make sure that that front knee, your right knee, is not creeping in front of the right ankle as you squat.